with just a push of a button, we start driving directly from my driveway. So this is Tesla Full Self-Driving 1261 on hardware 3. And we're going to do a driveway to the car, finding a parking space and parking itself run. Now, 1261 is an upgrade for hardware 3. It's taken some of the features from full self-driving version 13 for hardware 4, taken some of those features and moved it into hardware 3. Now, Tesla's having some issues getting the absolutely amazing performance they have on hardware 4 in FSD 13. They're having some issues getting those features and that performance in hardware 3. And as you can see, the first thing you'll notice is how much smoother the steering wheel is. So the complaint with previous versions of software is the steering wheel would be very herky-jerky. Didn't really instill confidence because it would just be very shaky. And now it's just smooth as glass. So we can see their trucks going by. Now we're perfectly clear. And yeah, that was good. Perfectly smooth. Great job. So as we can see, the speed limit here, the speed limit on this street is 30 miles an hour. And as you can see, it's locking in at right around 30. There's actually a little bit of a fudge factor that they put in there. And now this is a school zone coming up, but this was a Sunday. And yeah, it's up to 38 now, but then it's going to see the stop sign right there, and it's going to start dropping down to 30. Yeah. So this is a school zone, but it's a Sunday in school and children weren't present. So I'll test it again on a school day to see if it does go down to the 20 miles an hour that it's supposed to. Now, another problem that was prevalent in the older version of firmware is it would stop at green lights. Again, this is only on hardware 3. And as you can see now, that's been fixed. So I've been doing extensive testing, green light testing, and I have not had a stop at a green light since getting this software. So it's been about a week now. So that problem appears to be fixed. But a new feature that they've added for FSD 1261 is the ability for it to find a parking spot and to park itself. So when it gets to the destination, it'll actually find its parking spot and just pull in. And it also parks forward now. Before, auto park only ever worked backing into a spot, and now it'll park forward into a spot. It's quite impressive. Still a lot of work to be done in the selection of a parking space and the actual forward parking. Honestly, the shaking steering wheel never really bothered me very much. The car still drove fine. It was still safe. It was just for people who were sort of watching the car, it made the car look like it wasn't very confident in what it was doing, but it really wasn't a problem. The steering wheel definitely instills confidence. Now, there is still an issue with the accelerator. The car will sometimes hesitate. Here's another example of green light. So it's going to go through the green light, no problem. And so it does look like they've nailed that issue. Now, something else to notice is the turn signal. When the turn signal's on, it does pop up a view of what it sees through that camera. That's really helpful. So as you can see, we're pulling into the parking space now. I haven't touched the steering wheel, so it's from driveway to parking lot. So the old version of software at this point would just be done. It would just, and here, as you can see, it found a parking spot and it pulled right in. It is truly, truly exciting. We're getting so close to a robotaxi. Most of the issues right now have more to do with rider comfort than actually intelligence. Now, you will notice that the parking is not all that great, and that's something that they're working on. They've already stated that they're working on that.